sorrow, I will ask my God to move. I'll speak the name, 'cause all that I can do. In desperation, I'll seek heaven and pray this for you. I pray for your healing. The circumstances would change. I pray that the fear inside would flee. In Jesus' name, I pray that a breakthrough would happen today. I pray miracles over your life. In Jesus' name. In Jesus' name. Yes, sir. I pray to my God over you. Everybody. Thank y'all for tuning in once again. Thank y'all for coming. Thank y'all for coming. Miss Deborah Garrett, unbiased. Thank you for coming. Mike Chaotic Garden. How y'all doing today? Sweet Thumb. How you doing? Y'all have a good Thanksgiving, I take it? Y'all ready for Christmas? Grace Grimes, thanks for coming. Case in 55, thank you for coming. How cold is it down there where you at, Mike? Everybody growing zone change? I know mine went from 7A to 7B. And they need to tell the weather that. We got bipolar weather these days. Some days it's warm, some days it's cold and a well digger. It was warm today. But what's warm to you though? 40s? I think our high today is supposed to be 55. I think we only made it up to like 52, 53. I'm not really for sure. But it still felt like it was in the 40s. That cold wind, boy. The wind been whipping. Lash's Journey, thank you for coming. I appreciate you. 38. Ooh, that ain't warm. Ain't nowhere near warm. I guess for a polar bear. Weather freak you out, faked you out. You got your jacket out for no reason. It's gonna hit 48 this week. Oh, whew, that's not warm either. Yeah, high night box. Night box be going off. I think I need to adjust him a little bit anyway. You usually have -12 this time of the year. Oh Lord. I don't know how you even get out the house, boy. Yeah, but I know this time of the year ain't much going on in the garden, but this is a great time to start amending your soil with some of them fall leaves, whatever compost you choose. Man, you can find compost cheap. You ain't got to go to a big box store and find it. You know, people got chickens. You know, people got cows. They got bedding. And that's one of the great things to add to your garden, especially in the fall. Let it set, let that bed rest. That's what I'm doing. So next year, I have a whole lot better garden. Building up that soil with them fall leaves really helps a lot. I know a lot of people grow a lot of stuff in the fall. Around here, it's not too much to be grows in the fall. Yeah, that's cold. That's really cold. You got your greens and your brassicas, even your brassicas, they struggle around here in the fall. Collard green, collard greens, if they ain't got a nice size on them before that frost comes, it kills most of the leaves on that. So you really got to get them in pretty early around here. You thought you were going to have to turn the AC on today. I know last week we got up into the 60s, mid 60s, but this week I think our highs is only in the 50s. Lows down in the 30s and 20s. Even your cabbage, if they not a nice size, once that first frost hit around here, to kill off a lot of your cabbage too. Well, it'll kill off the top part of them. They probably still gonna come back from the roots if you just leave them out there alone. If it's still got a little piece of, it's gonna come back. Drea, my Tennessee family, how you doing today? Good to see you. Hope you had a good Thanksgiving. I know wigging is going on. There's a lot of people that's doing that wigging for that Mike's and GT started at Indoors Growing. Got me looking into it. Any way we can to get some more groceries in the house, boy, because times is hard. I appreciate it. I'm glad you did too. J3, my brother, how you doing today? Yeah, this time of the year, yeah. It's that time to work on our beds, mend our beds, get our soil good and fluff. Lynn Church, thank you for coming. If you're new here, if you type TN or passion in the chat, it'll drop your link so everybody can get around and see you. I know my brother Grow What I Eat. He's close hitting his 1K. I think he's like 9 or 10 away. So if you ain't connected to him, go over and check him out. Give him a look. I'm sure you gonna like what you see. He's another grower like me. Growing is his passion. You can tell for real. Sifting some soil and more. How you doing today? I'm doing all right. David Corey with the crops. How you doing today, bro? If I can get this mouse to work right, I am. And getting stuck on me for a minute. Time for a new. That's time for a new. I see you over dropping in my alfalfa pellets. You and broke both. Put some more nutrients down in them soil. That's what's up. I'm gonna start get some herbs going off in here and for we to eat over the winter, and then during the fall we're gonna end up putting them around our pear trees. You know, I believe in growing stuff around my trees. Garlic around your roses will help your roses out. Garlic around almost anything can help anything out. Because it deter aphids. But aphids is just a warning sign anyway to let you know your tree is unhealthy. Your tree, your plant, or whatever is unhealthy. There's some more issues you need to dive into. Because they're attracted to that. When your tree or plant or whatever is sick, it's sending out this stress signal. And animals pick up on that. You bought a black sapote? Yeah, that's too tropical for me. Or the least little frost, it's gonna knock it back. The least little frost will knock it back. I've seen a lot of people growing them. I always wonder what they taste like. That's just like them jackfruit. That tree get huge, man. Them jackfruit trees, they get huge. But yeah, they won't make it around here. Look at trackballs instead of a mouse. They make way less noise. I know this thing is loud as crap. And it keep me stuck. It's time for a new. You gotta put it in the house late fall. What's y'all lowest temperatures down there in Texas? It don't get well. I don't know. Y'all got snow. Y'all got snow last year in the background. Oh, it's probably my dogs been chewing on them bones, man. They rough. The everyday life of an OCD chick. How you doing tonight? The mid 40s at night. Let me shut this door. It's a little bit of noise coming from in there. In the mid 40s at night. That's the lowest temperature y'all get? Mid 40s? Texas might not be bad. No. Y'all got them hurricanes. No. No, miss me with all that. I don't do hurricanes, boy. Bad enough with these tornadoes, man. It was like maybe 3, 4 years ago now. Y'all kidding me. Like 3 or 4 years ago now, there's a place I was working at on the weekend, a second job. Uh, Luckily, I was off. I think it happened on a Friday night. I worked Saturday. No, it happened Thursday, and I worked Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And man, it tornado come through, tore the whole building up. That building is not even there no more. They moved the whole building. Canned chicken, beef, and veggies. Now I get frozen in Texas. You're a weekend garden. How you doing? Yeah, if you're new here, if you type Passion or TN in the chat, it'll drop your link. What we're talking about is re-amending our soils for the fall, getting ready for the next season. And I try to use more organic than I do anything. More, it's a lot more cheaper anyway. Fall leaves, we got a couple friends that got horses and stuff like that. We use stuff like that. Spent straw, my own compost that I've been making throughout the year, and yeah, that's pretty much. When I get ready to plant, I always got to use bone milk. I always believe that helps with transplant shock on almost anything. And it's necessary to use on your rooting. That's another thing to start doing now. Pick out your garden design where you're gonna lay stuff out at during the year, especially for potatoes and melons. They take some space. The potatoes you need to get. If you, it all depends on the variety of potatoes you're growing. Though, for me, I grow more of the white potatoes, auto potatoes. I don't grow too much of the purple potatoes and all that. Sweet potatoes, yeah. When you pick out a spot for your potatoes, when you get a good rain, go ahead and work that soil up a little bit. Get it down fluffy. Go ahead and add just a little bone meal. You got a roast in the crock pot. Oh, you got a roast in the crock pot. That was up. You gotta get some things off your chest. I understand that. We all do from time to time. Especially in these days and times, bro. Indoor crew. Yeah, I swear. In the GT. I can't help it, man. Every time I hear say GT name, I always want to say that. GT, are you with me? I can't help it. I reworked my biz kind of early, rough summer. Now I'm hoping some of this stuff makes it to the spring. Surely it will. Surely it will. Can't wait for Thursday. We will be there. We will be there. Oh yeah, we having church. We ain't going nowhere. Yeah, I know up there in Alaska, boy. Y'all was on one up too, didn't it, GT? Y'all go to like 4A, 4B, something like that. Well, it was Mike. One of y'all. Both of y'all so close to Santa Claus is unreal. We just gonna start mailing our stuff to GT, tell him to take it to Santa Claus. Him and Mike. They just walk down the street, put it in the post office, and put it in their mailbox. It get cold here, but man, I couldn't imagine standing up there, man. I couldn't. Oh, you got them figs rooted? That's what's up. Which one you get rooted already? All of them? You made it to 5A. Oh my God, that's awesome. GT Zone 0A. Mike 4B. GT done made it to 5A. Alaska Zone Freeze your meat off. I swear. That bone up here. I swear, but when I see some of them people gardening up there in Alaska, though, man, have you seen some of the head of cabbages? Some of these gardeners up there be pulling out. I mean, my God, I've never seen cabbage that big before. Not ever in the history of my life have I seen a cabbage twice the size of my head. I've never seen that before. How you get GT to 5A and Mike 4B? GT way far north. He is. But that's the way they do stuff these days, boy. And I still ain't gonna believe it till they tell us weather. I'm gonna wait and see. Maybe one day before I leave this earth, we might get to 8A, 8B. Maybe. Hey, I appreciate you coming. I appreciate you coming. Good to see you. Great person, great person. You go cabbage bigger than my head. I didn't see that. You still 7A, 7B. I don't know how I'm both. Ours was just 7A, then they said it was 7B when I looked it up. So I'm still 7A. That's what I think. G Mama Groves, Socks in the Garden. Another Passion family member. Shelly Sales and ain't but one T state in Zone 8. That would be Big Texas. It might be. Arizona, it gets hot, man. But they get cold at night sometime in Arizona. But they got a lot of hurricanes in Arizona. I'm trying to find my happy medium where it's warm, but I don't get no tornadoes, no hurricanes, none of that. No, I don't no part of none of that. We get enough tornadoes down here. But it gets too cold. It gets too cold too for me what I want to grow. CC Texas Garden. Thank you for coming. I seen one of your videos yesterday, I believe. And up to your elbow. Good Lord. Yeah, I ain't never seen no cabbage that big before. What about them different color cabbages, like the purple cabbage? I never tried those. Shelly Sale and Thrift Treasure, thanks for coming. You need a nap. I understand that. You listen? The bud foul. I didn't see you come in, but I seen somebody speaking to you. Or what are y'all gonna do different, or what are you gonna grow different in this year that you grew last year? What didn't work out in your garden this year? For me, it was probably melons. Melons didn't work out too good for me this year. Am I gonna grow them again? Yes, I am. I'm gonna grow them in the same location? No, I'm not. I'm gonna do a lot of stuff different. Yes, I am. I think I planted them too late, and I think I'm planting them in the wrong area, and they didn't get enough sun. So I'm thinking that's one of the big major reasons why they were so late starting and didn't really get too many melons. Sweet Bree, thank you for coming. I appreciate you coming. I think that's one of the reasons why I didn't get too many melons. Melons didn't work out for me this year as well. It wasn't my fault. The weather was tricky. Yeah, the weather was tricky too. That's one thing. But for years when I was growing up, it was always big melon patches around here. Big melon patches. Everybody grew melons. But now, not so much. My melons worked out for my groundhogs. Ooh. You know what them would be? Some sweet tasting groundhogs. You gonna get creative with protecting all your fruit next year? Yeah, you gotta find a way to beat out them everything else that wants your growers. You wanna be growing your squash in the same place the bugs got yours bad. Yeah. Even now, it's still, I guess it's the way these temperatures are, I'm still taking a little damage on my greens. Usually around this time of the year, I don't take that much damage on my greens, but I'm taking some damage. We've been getting cold temperatures. It's been well below freezing quite a bit already. And I'm still taking damage. I'm still finding like I was out there pruning my peach trees, and I was still finding sacks, like egg sacks, on my peach trees. And I already sprayed them with dormant oil too. And things ain't the same. It ain't the same as it used to be. I guess it's the way time's gonna be from now on. I guess we gotta adjust and overcome. Your red mustard greens got punched in the face. Ooh. And what about is something still eating on stuff? Yeah, yeah. There's some still out there eating on stuff. I still see that white butterfly sometimes too. So she's still around here. What about these different type of cabbages? That's another thing I would like to talk about. Some different couple of type of Japanese cabbages and stuff is going around that people's growing now. The ones that grow straight up that don't really form a head. What do y'all feel about? How do y'all feel about that? Have any of y'all ever tried it? These worms keep getting on the purple sprouted broccoli. All y'all supposed to be dead. Yeah, I know it. They all supposed to be dead. I'm noticing the same thing with the green fish. Even though the temperatures have dropped, they're still getting some pest pressure. Didn't find a slug in my garden today. Yeah, that's another thing. Them slugs and roly polies, they could be getting me. As far as the soil where you grow your brassicas and stuff at, I wouldn't put no wood. Well, I put wood chips in it, but I don't use like fall leaves or nothing like that because it's still decaying and breaking down, so it's gonna draw in them roly polies and them slugs and all of that. So mainly just in where I'm growing my brassicas and my greens, it's just like compost and garden soil. I try to keep all them the organic matter out of there as much as I can. Just to keep them roly polies and slugs away from it. And all them dead leaves are touching the ground. They attracted to them too. So I try to keep them snipped up. Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, but it's not the same as the years past the way these bugs and stuff is going this year. And the weather. And the weather. Last year we had them freak Arctic temperatures for like a week. And then really it didn't really get too much colder after that. It got cold, some cold nights, but most of the days was back up in the 50s and 60s. Like New Year's Day, it was what, 70 some degrees, and I was out there grilling last year. That never happened before. Haven't hard any yet. You still gonna pull the leaves apart and cook them? We like that head because we like to make ours in the slaw. That's about the only thing we really use our cabbage for, slaw. Sauerkraut. I mean, not I said slaw. Sauerkraut. I mean, you got some chopped soy. Yeah, I never tried any of those. It's just top soy, pop choy. That's a lot of choice. Good. And then you seen how most of them even look. The cabbage around here is usually the usually early, was it early girl or something? Early girl or flathead Dutch. Them usually the ones we use the most around here. Y'all killing me with these bones. Even some of my onions, man, they with the leaves, the greens on top, they took a little damage from that frost too. You had some chore today, baby. What do it taste like? Is it close to like a spinach taste or a cabbage taste or my carrots? I put out a whole row of carrots. I mean, it's probably about 40 or 50. None came up yet. None. And it's been probably about a month ago. Doesn't taste like cabbage. Little baby choy, bok choy, and bok choy the same. Definitely something that tastes like. Ugh. Not your thing at all. It's not my thing at all. It don't sound like it. Don't sound like it. Y'all eat them raw or in salads, or y'all cook them like y'all do collards. Yeah, I planted that whole row of carrots out. I was hoping to get a whole bunch of little ones, probably about an inch tall, inch and a half somewhere off in there, so I can just chop them up and we can can them with some brown sugar and some honey. And some brown sugar and honey carrots are delicious. I think that's one of my favorite ways to eat them now. You cook them, yams, yams and sweet potatoes. Are they the same for y'all? Because we call them the same thing. Yeah, honey. Yeah, honey. With honey. Bok choy is mild and flavor to me. But I seen some people yams. If they don't look nothing like yams we make. I don't know. I ain't seen nothing like that big before. Cabbage like I'm not the texture of cabbage. I'm like, oh okay, okay. Yeah, I seen a lot of people growing a lot of different cabbages, and I was wondering about it. Like some of this Cushaw squash. You're told to boil the yams. That's the way you cook. You know, yams and sweet potatoes are different. Yams get a lot bigger than sweet potatoes. I always thought they was the same. And my mom used to make yams on Thanksgiving. She would put them, She would bake them in the oven with some butter, and she would put marshmallows all over the top of it, and then some raisins on top of that. Man, that's fire. I love that. The peppery flavor is kind of garbage, but I still eat it. Boil or bake. They are different, but you treat them the same. Are they never ate yam before, but on the sweet potato. She thought it was yam. They used to come round. They were sliced round. Not like this. They was all laid out in the pot. And I used to watch her mash them up. She would boil them and she would mash them up. She would put them in the oven. Put that marshmallows on top of it, then raisins on top of that. Man, that was some good eating. That was about like candy back in the day, boy. That's on Thanksgiving. I think I sweet my sweet potatoes though. Sweet potatoes, I could just boil them and eat them just like that. No butter, nothing. Just straight sweet potatoes. It's delicious. I know people in different zones grow different things, and I see y'all grow so much different stuff that we don't grow at all. Which we mostly just grow what we eat, so y'all turning it on to a lot of new stuff. Like I guess Kushall squash, I'll think about trying it. And I don't even like squash. I'll think about trying it. Exactly. Just see if how it tastes. My taste buds might change. Back here, my family used to grow a lot of yellow squash. They used to fry up a lot of yellow squash. And I went down with that squash at all. You went to a Spanish store and got sugar cane and a nice sized jam. I have never had them either. They take longer to cook than sweet potato. I say some of them people was digging them up, man. Them things was big. They look like tree branches, or big tree roots. They're like big tree roots. Good Lord. And they look white. They look nothing like sweet potato. Yeah, I had some, some slow release fertilizer around my fruit trees and stuff like this around this time of the year too. Try to get them a little bit nutrients in the ground for them roots. It takes a while for them to break down anyway. So by the time they get ready to finish breaking down all the way, that should be time for the growing season to start. And you get some fresh compost on top of that, and yeah, you ready to go. That can bring out more of the nutrient sweetness of the root vegetable. David said he just got a black chipotle. You just tasted your first one. Delicious. I wish I could grow it. Me too. So G Mom, you on zone what, six A, six B? Yeah, they got them black chipotle. They got white chipotles. There's somebody I used to watch a long time ago. They used to have a lot of chipotle. These dogs keep pushing his door open. 6A. 6A, you down there with the polar bears too. It's cold. Not as bad as Mike then, but that's still, golly, that's the zone I don't want to be in. This 7A was about where I've been most of my life, and it's I can't find somewhere safe from tornadoes and hurricanes, that's where I'm gonna be. Anybody else doing vlogness? I've seen quite a few people doing that. Really? Yeah, I've seen quite a few people doing that. Official J Mia, she's one for sure. Uh, I want to say, yeah, Official J Mia is one for sure. I want to say that Miss T was talking about doing it. Well, she pretty much does it anyway, Monday through Friday. I know I've seen quite a few people doing it. Yeah, I'm changing up most of the designs of my gardens. My garden beds, everything. Tori Brain, thanks for coming. My garden beds and everything. What my apple trees was, it was my apple tree orchard, but now it's something else. It's turned into a whole different beast. There's so much stuff over there now, it's unreal. Got bananas over there, more figs, uh, peach trees, sugar cane, jujubes. I'm so excited to see how them things grow next year. This year, it's unreal. When I got them, they were number little cuttings, and now they grown. They grown about a foot since I had them. Yeah, they grown about a foot since I had them. I come out this thing, I'm hot. All my citrus in the house, and most of them doing pretty good. Besides, most of them doing pretty good. Besides my guavas ain't doing good at all.
What's up? What's up?
What's going on, bro?
I I would have came up earlier, but
That's all
I'm
right.
restricted from eating online.
Wow. Oh
Too
yeah, I
many
seen that.
too
I
many
seen
people in the chat get over what's a good word? They get over enthused when I eat.
uh, oh, I seen that video that African Dream put up too.
Yeah. I see he put that up after somebody made a comment.
The man, what was the?
There go that lady right there told me I'm not allowed to eat on camera.
Oh, you ain't allowed to eat bougie prepper.
Yeah. She
With
told
what was it? The mango honey slinger.
Yeah, she told me I ain't allowed to eat on camera, so you know she had to feel some kind of way inside.
How was your Thanksgiving, Stacy? Stacy.
Oh, Thanksgiving was all right, man. All the kids, grandkids, everybody was here. But you talking about the garden and stuff, man? Boy, since the doctor gave me the okay, I've been trying to get outside in the back.
Yeah, Bougie said you were gonna ban.
I can understand it. If I was never mind. But anyway, I've been trying to get in the back to do some work and get my garden stuff together. Man, it ain't working. Raining, cold. I don't work in the cold.
Yeah, yeah. And Bones just can't take it no more. My
I
hibiscus is waking back up. It's the strangest, but I think it's because I bought it in for the winter. Yeah, that's probably it. My
man,
citrus doing okay. My guavas is not. They dropping their leaves like crazy. They gotta have more heat and humidity.
shoot,
And
my
it's no
my
smart.
guava was dead for a year. and it just started coming back this year.
Yeah, they resilient. Mine died. Both of them died back to man centimeters, centimeters. And they come back now. They 6, 7 foot tall.
Yeah. They didn't do nothing last year. You just saw stump, dried up stuff. But this year they started coming back. I said, "Oh, okay. I'm gonna leave you right there in the pot." But that's something. That's
My
something else that's
calamari
going in the
was the
ground
same
too.
way. My calamari was the same way. It died back. I thought it was dead most of the year. And it's off in here. It ain't growing much now, but it's growing.
That's one of the things I learned about garden when you're doing the trees and stuff. A lot of people when it looks dead to them, they throwing it in the trash. They getting rid of it. And everything.
Mhm.
I don't do that anymore.
But if them roots is strong. They like everything else in life is living.
Right.
But they want to make it. So I mean, they pretty much gonna try to come back.
Yeah. I before I throw mine in the trash, I got to make sure that fella is completely dead. When I think it's dead, I pull it up out the ground. If it come out the ground real easy, it's dead. But if it still got some pull while I'm pulling on it, hey, it still got some life in it. Like all my citrus trees and stuff. When it that grafted root die out or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and they still growing with all them thorns, I put them back there in the fruit forest and just have your way. Eventually, you'll give me something.
Yeah. Yeah, I seen a lot of people growing guava from seeds. It all depends on what kind you get, but I think a lot of people had a good success from growing guava from seeds. Either seed or cuttings.
I think one of mine came from actual seeds. I think one of mine came from seeds.
I think most of it, if you keep it in a container, I think it fruits a lot slower than it would do if it was in the ground. It's
Yeah,
just like a leaf.
yeah. Or unless you got a hole in the bottom and the
It's
roots start
gonna
leaking
work it.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's going on with my loquats. They found a hole in the bottom, and them fellas down in the ground. But when I move that container, they're gonna be screaming.
But I think my Nagami kumquat, it was grown from seed. That's what it said anyway when I purchased it. Seed grown. And had fruit on it when I purchased it, and it died back to the little nub. Now it's grown back up, and it's got fruit all over it.
Yeah. David, I see that comment, and I'll be serious with you. If the sun didn't take all my watermelons out, I'd be right there. I'd be a number one contender.
I want to see about them cats. I'm gonna do better next year.
Yeah, because I weighed mine before I didn't even take them off the bush. I just waited to just check it out. They were like 15, 20 pounds. And then the sun took them out.
You have me beat. I'm looking good too.
Hey, Nikki. All right, David.
Have you ever tried one of them black sapotes or white sapote?
Actually, it looks like the persimmon, but I don't know what. I never tasted nothing.
Don't they call them black sapotes like what they call them pudding? It's like they got like pudding in it. When you crack it open, they got that creamy stuff in it.
Nah, so you trying to say that's a persimmon?
Crafted Leo. No, it ain't a persimmon.
Yeah, maybe. David Gordon. Oh, okay. I really don't know how. I've seen it before. It looks like a persimmon, but it's green.
The
Yeah,
inside don't it ain't it like look like chocolate? Don't they call it the pudding fruit or something?
I don't. I'm gonna look it up because I don't know. I don't even know what the inside looked like. I think I seen the fruit and that was it.
I forgot the black suppose they have a pudding texture. Yeah, they got a pudding texture in the center.
Let me see. Let's see.
Well, it's just a white and a black supposedly. I still gotta have me a couple of low quads, man. That's one
Yeah,
thing I gotta have. Just because they
I'm
say man.
I'm looking at it online. It do look like a chocolate cream in it, but I never had the chance to taste it.
Me either. I seen. I forgot his name. I think his name is Andre the Palmer or something like that. I was following on TikTok and over here. He's down in Florida. He cracked one open one day and was eating it with a spoon. It's like
Yeah,
oh, pudding fruit or something.
look like coffee brown. Ug- It look ugly black brown.
I have the black. Black's supposed to taste nothing like chocolate. That's a lie. It don't taste nothing like chocolate. Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm looking at it on here.
Thank you for coming.
It got a bunch of seeds in it as well.
They got a bunch of seeds in them.
Yeah, I'm looking at the picture online. They got a bunch of seeds in it.
That's too tropical for my zone. I don't even think they'll make them if I take them in the house.
It puts you in the mind of a persimmon. I'm looking at the. I'm looking. They got one cut up, and it kind of puts you in the mind of persimmon. It's just that it's chocolatey on the inside. I think that'd be something to look at, though.
Yeah.
David, send me your tree, man. Send me your.
He didn't say a cutting or nothing. He said the whole tree.
Send me your tree, David, so I can check it out for you.
Well, I was looking at them Jolly Rancher figs, man. I can't do it.
New Orleans Gardener, how you doing?
$120 for one cutting. I can't do it. I can't do it.
120 for one?
One cutting.
If I pay 120, I don't want no cutting. I want the tree.
It's just for a cutting.
No,
Pencil size. Pencil size. Or a little bit thicker. It's about your pinky size, a little bit thicker. 6 inches. $120. If it don't root, you just out. You just out in the cold. I don't know. I love my pigs, but I don't know if I love them that much, boy. Not for one cutting. You know how much I have to baby that? How many times I'm gonna have to take cuttings off of that to get my money back?
Hey.
It's outrageous how much they stuff is these days. Well, so that's why it's so good when you got a good community like we got. Everybody can trade seeds, trade cuttings, and we ain't got to worry about all that.
Right.
Cut out the middleman.
Hey, don't say it too loud, because you know that video that came out, you can't send people seeds and all that.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna have to get another name for seeds.
Groceries. And send me some of them groceries, man.
Hey, that had to be it.
Some fruit have 7 to 10 seeds.
Yeah. I just saw one online. It had a whole bunch of seeds in there.
And you got a lot. You got a lot of fertilizer out there with them chickens. That lamb, you still got that lamb? Sheep, whatever it was.
The only thing I got here is that lamb and my dog. That's it.
Oh yeah, you got rid of the chickens too, didn't you?
I got rid of everything. Well, actually, a fox took out my last 2 chickens.
I'm trying to eat the plant, and the plant trying to eat me.
Yeah, like I said, I got fox and deers in my backyard. The
Mhm.
fox took out my last two chickens,
Oh man,
but that's all right. Next year, I'm gonna be trying to take the fox out.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
All I'm gonna do is just wait. Sound like I hear a baby in the woods somewhere. I know it's time for me to get my
Well,
pew
your
pew.
dog gone now, ain't they?
All of them except for my German Shepherd, and he gets to stay no matter what. That's the first big dog ever been here. That been here and stay. Other than that, we had Pomeranians. My wife, she liked the way they look.
That's a
And
good idea, G Mama.
the thing with that is, we had we done had 5 Pomeranians,
Uh-huh.
and you never see the hair floating in the air. My German Shepherd, he was in the house. You see hair just going. I said, "Nah, bro, you gotta go outside, man. You gotta go outside."
J3, David said, don't let him find out you giving up homestead. Lisa J, thanks for coming.
Giving up homesteading. Why would I give a homestead,
We all
bro? I
trying
ain't
to
giving
get
a
back to.
homestead. I ain't giving a homestead. I'm just trying to get things squared away.
That's
Uh,
what we all trying to get back to, homesteading,
yeah,
so we can be more healthy than what this crap is they serving us every day.
I had a 2 year interruption in my homesteading, and now this year I started trying to get back to it, and then I did a little bit. Then I had the bike incident. Now it just keep raining.
Uh, I told you about that video my wife watched it where they took a tomato that they got from the store that said it was organically grown. And they took a homegrown tomato that they knew was homegrown, nothing been on it. They cut it in half, took 3 inches of the outside of the skin off of both of them, put them in some salt water, and the one that was organically grown was swimming around like a fish off in there. And the one that was homegrown just sat there in that water. And
Hey,
look,
I
I
take
mean,
it.
if salt water gonna make that stuff they grow that they selling us as organically grown move, what do you think it's doing to our body?
That's it. And everybody don't chew their food up. So hey, the squash and zucchini my wife bought, I think it was last month,
Getting
and
rid of chicken is the same.
I told her that slime on it and everything, and I said, "Don't even touch it. Don't even touch it." I left it in the refrigerator. The squash lasted over a month. The zucchini was gone in like 3 weeks, but the squash lasted over a month.
They put all this stuff on it to try to preserve the food. They picking it early, then they put all this stuff on it to try to preserve it.
Yeah,
And they sell it to us as fresh fruit.
and that's the thing to it is, soon as you take it out the store and get it to your house, then it start going bad.
Mm-hmm. It's just like some of the trees and stuff that you buy from these big boxes, even some of the nurseries. You see all that green little pellets and stuff all off in there. The tree
Mhm.
looking all good and pretty. It's because it's on crack. They got that tree on crack. That tree is pumped up with so much drugs and stuff. It's growing all nicely. He didn't got a cure in the world. As soon as you get
Hey,
that tree home and put it in the ground or transplant it into another pot, and you ain't fertilizing it like they are, that tree gonna
mhm.
start suffering,
That's it.
and it could even die. So it's best when you purchase stuff from big box stores to get the little ones,
Yeah.
the ones that ain't got all that fertilizer on it already.
But sometime I like to get, if they got fruit on it, I just like to get it sometime when they got fruit on it. Hey, at least I got something out of you.
Yeah, that's some Miracle Grow babies. Them ain't
Yeah.
baby kids, them Miracle Grow kids. They 10 times worse than baby.
It's a miracle they grow.
Yeah.
But what's that? David putting goat and chicken feed on his plants now?
And my alfalfa pellets.
Yeah.
It's good breaks down into your soil and feeds your soil life. The spiritual assassin. How you doing tonight?
Well, I guess it do work because my goats used to knock their food all on the ground and everything, and that grass did go grow pretty good right around their feeder, right where that food was at.
Mm-hmm.
It growed pretty good.
Yeah. I'm trying to find out what brand overall my granddaddy was. Rocky. Oh yeah.
Hmm?
They the best brands. Those was back in the day. I don't know, man, because new people take over. They don't really do the stuff like they used to back in the day. Some of the stuff back in the day that was so popular and so in demand, that was so good. It's been changed now.
I remember my mom. We left Georgia. My grandmother. We left Georgia, went to New York, and she had a big garden. And the only thing she put in the garden was flour, and that was it. She ain't put no other pesticides or nothing. All she do is sprinkle flour on the college cabbage and all the greens and stuff like that. That's all she uses flour. But now they want you to put some everything on it.
Hmm. Most of this organic stuff works better anyway. Like baking soda is good for what kills fungus. Most people use that on like cucumbers when they leaves start getting that fungus on it. Even though some of the cedar tree rust, it's
Hmm.
fungus. You use baking soda, apple cider vinegar, raw apple cider vinegar. Can't use that stuff they got in the store. Well, I guess it says raw. It's supposed to be real. Never can know.
Natural baking soda. Huh? Been using flour ever since. Found out about it. Oh, okay, G Mama Groves. Hey, you old school like me then.
Help some seeds to grow. Yeah. Soak them in a little bit of peroxide and water helps them to
Yeah.
germinate a little bit faster too.
Yeah, that's what I germinate my stuff with. When I put it in a paper towel and stuff, I use peroxide and water on it.
And most times, if I got some seeds and I try to germinate them and they ain't germinated, most of them ain't germinated. The next time I try them again, I soak them for a few minutes anyway.
Mhm.
Diluted peroxide and water. And I usually have better success.
I, I still I still got a whole about 3/4 bags full of DE. The
Spraying
nature's
raid in the garden. Oh Lord, they trying to catch the cancer.
Raid and Sue.
Yeah, they trying to catch the cancer. You spraying raid out there in your garden. Good Lord, that's a no.
Now that don't make no sense. But if you trying to kill a roach or something, you gonna use Raid, but then you gonna spray it on your vegetable too?
Yeah,
No, that ain't gonna
but
work.
we ain't gonna take it anyway. You go anywhere close to it. They was spraying the flies. They might be spraying their life away, boy. You don't want to ingest some plants that's been sprayed with raid. That's
I
gonna
was
get off
spraying.
into
I was spraying the caterpillars too, but I was using fire for that. Hmm.
like back in the day. People, I know a lot of people used to use seven. It says seven dust spray and
Yeah.
seven dust.
Yeah, I got a whole bag of Seven Dust sitting in my shed. I used it one time and haven't used it since. And that's because I bought a fruit tree from the orange box store,
Mm-hmm.
and it was looking good and everything. Whenever I get plants, I always put it in a plastic bag laid down in my vehicle. I got home, man, so many caterpillars was in there and everything. I went to the feed and seed up here, not too far from where I'm at, and I said, I got all these caterpillars in my. That's what you need
Oh,
right here. There's Shabbat Dash. All I need just about less than a handful. He had to sell me the big bag. I had no problem, no problem. I put it on there, and caterpillar was gone the next day. Not a one in there.
that's right. Yeah,
Spray
it don't stink.
better. It don't matter. I ain't put no raised spray in my garden.
No, something you gonna eat? No, don't do that.
No.
You don't be nowhere near it. You never know the side effects from it. All the chemicals and stuff they put off in that stuff, man. You could wake up the next day and got a toe growing on your forehead. You
I put
know,
in one thing I learned from my mama, my grandmama is because it got a little bite. If you got a big old leaf and it got a few bites in it, cut that section out and keep going. My my grandma ain't throw no vegetables away unless it was really damaged.
yeah. I mean, if the bug's eating, evidently it's pretty good. So,
Yeah.
real talk, I messed around and relocated some ants to my big raised bed. I need them gone. I need help. If you can find another ant colony, dig it up and put it on top of that one, they'll kill each other off.
Now I do use what is that? The ant killer, the crystals and that white bottle. Now I do use that on the ants for the simple reason the ants in my bee area. So I use it over there with the bees, but I don't use it in the garden nowhere. I just use it in the bee area.
They were spraying for cabbage loppers with the raid. A
Wow,
little bit of dishwasher detergent and
that's
water.
it.
Take care of that. My cousin said the Senate raid didn't smell bad, so we can use that one. Nah, just playing. I don't care if it smells bad or not. They ain't putting that on nothing. I'm finna.
The key word is raid.
Yeah.
I ain't spraying that on nothing I'm eating.
You seen that commercial? Them bugs, raid, and they die. No, David, don't do it.
Tell him he won't listen to me, Miss Linda. You tell him. You tell him.
No, don't do that. Don't you do that.
But I come to realization if I can, I had a big hornworm. I had to eating of my lemons,
Uh-huh.
my lemon leaves and stuff. At first, I looked at it. I said, "That's a butterfly. I'm gonna let it." I shouldn't have let it live. I should just gave it to the chickens
Yeah.
because it tore my leaves up. That was the first time I saw the hornworm. After that, they come up. They come off.
Big ugly alien looking creatures like they boy.
With that horn. That's what gets you right there.
Yeah. Them white horns. They some freaky looking things. Well, you know them really is tobacco worms. Some big old them tobacco worms.
Well, when they can't get no tobacco, they have to go for the next best thing. Okay, the ant colony in the pot
And
was
from your pot
removed
to your
from
bed.
the pot.
Yeah, but if you can find another ant colony and put them on top of that one you got a problem with, they'll fight. They'll kill each other off. Give them to the chickens you trying to run off. I usually
Right.
take my whoppers and I slice them up, slice them up in pieces. I ain't got no chicken.
You can.
Yeah, sometimes you can tell people they don't care. They don't care
That's
about
it.
it.
That's it.
All you can do is give them the information. They don't listen. You know what they
Hey,
always say? Hard head makes
they got to learn on their own.
my mom always told me, hard head makes for a soft behind. Don't learn one way or the other. Oh man. It's past 6. I forgot Tory Brain is coming on. He's already on. He comes on at 6.
All right, bro.
I guess I'm finna get off here. Appreciate
Peace.
y'all
Take it
being
easy.
coming.
Y'all in the chat. Be blessed.
Yes, man. I appreciate y'all coming, Miss Linda, David, uh, Bronze, Sweet Thumbs, Bougie, Everyday Life of OCD is Chick, CC's Texas Garden, Sweet Thumbs, The Experience with Sassy, Drea, Mike's Chaotic, all of you. I appreciate y'all coming. It's been a blast. I'll see y'all socks in the garden. I forgot about you. I can't forget about my member socks in the garden. Grow what I eat. Yeah, if y'all ain't got to grow what I eat, go over and check grow what I eat out. He's casting 55. He's like 9 or 10 away from that 1K. I know y'all gonna love him because I do. You know, he's growing a lot of stuff over there. There's another Georgia. He's growing a lot of stuff over there. Citrus, after yin gang, figs, blueberries. He's got it all. Go over and check him out if you like him. Come give him up. No show? Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I appreciate y'all coming. I'm gonna get off here. Y'all have a blessed night. Like I always say, God be for you. Who can be against you? No one. Y'all stay blessed.